have told David to go and give food to his brothers, if they have told him to go and give food to his brothers, and he said no and declined, what do you think could have happened? He will meet with Goliath, and his season will not open. What if the day the father of Joseph said to Joseph, take food, go and look for your brothers and give. The day he was going, he didn't know that it was a kairos moment. It was a transport to Egypt. What if he was like me and you, as the Amode at home, the last borns, he's second to the last born at home, that they were telling him, and he was dragging and making an excuse. And in the midst of that, he's trying to dodge responsibility. He could have not gone, and he could have missed. Or if he had gone late, he wouldn't meet. He was wandering there, and he now found a man, and the man said to him, hello, I heard them say, let's go to somewhere. That's how. What if the father of Saul told Saul, go and look for the donkey that is missing? He said, Daddy, we have plenty servants here. I'm your son. The servants will go. I don't know if you understand me. That is what some of us can do. Because you will say, I don't want to stress myself. So if we don't pay attention to season, what if he has not done that? What if that servant, it was that servant that suggested, let's go and see the seer. He said, we don't have anything. What if he is someone that is so arrogant, rude, and saucy? And he said, let's go say, when a son, Jared, is he me you are talking to? Some of us, we have not gotten anywhere. We are full of ourselves. Maybe because he is a servant. Remember, the Bible called him a servant. See, some of us, our attitude is even what is making people not to help us. Because everyone is looking for help from someone that is up there. You know that day, the person that the destiny is about to play out was who? Saul. But who gave him the offering that he gave to the prophet? The servant. Our problem is sometimes we look down on people. Let me say this to you. In the journey of life, you will meet people ahead of you. You will meet people at your level. You will meet people lower than you. So if in your pursuit, all you keep pursuing is people higher, are you equally aware that we have people, their mentality is, if we are friends, the moment it appears as if you have shifted one step ahead, you drop everybody. You ghost everybody. Don't talk to any. I have friends that I've known for 20-something years, 30 years. Yes, there are some certain level of mercy God have shown us that we are still trusting God to show them. But I still relate with. I may not be relating with all, but there are people I still relate. I have some ministers that every Tuesday, sometimes we spend on phone, not WhatsApp, call. We spend sometimes 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, 1 hour. The least is 1 hour. We are praying. They are in different states of Nigeria. We are praying. We are praying. So we do that every Tuesday. So no matter how busy we are, on Tuesdays we meet. So yesterday when we met, they say, all we want to do today is to receive apostolic blessing. I said, you people have started. You people have started. In fact, me and them started praying when I was still a brother. You get what I'm saying? Or in fact, we started praying even before I got married. Started praying as far back as 93, 94. You get what I'm saying? So I said, we will still do our normal prayer, leave that one. But if you are not careful, the thing will enter your head. Because you can't know. Some of us, we are looking for answers from one politician, from one. I'm not saying the answer is not there, but sometimes our people here used to say that what you are looking for in Sokoto is in your Shokoto. The answer of David's recovery was in the hand of a dying servant, an Egyptian for that matter. Those of us that are self-centered and those of us that are biased and those of us that, how do I put it? You already have a certain mindset about some certain people, some certain tribes. You miss a lot. So if it's not an Igbo man, I can't. If it is not a Yoruba person. Some of us are so tribalistic. But in this kingdom, it's one tongue. It's going to raise people that of different nations, different tongues. There is no anointing of an Hausa man different. There is no anointing of an American person different. There is no anointing of a Yoruba person different. There is no anointing of an Igbo person different, or wheresoever you come from. Mommy was speaking in the convention and said, until you get to a point that you are so transformed that it will be very difficult for them to look at you by your behavior and the things you are doing and say you are a Yoruba person, that your transformation is not complete. No, we went to a minister's meeting while we were talking. The first person came and spoke. I'm not saying you shouldn't communicate. Do you understand me? But know that God can pass through anybody. He spoke. The second person came and spoke. The third person came and spoke. Our chairman that we are looking up to came and spoke. And some of us said, please, we don't understand. Because you're not holding your village meeting. So, if you don't know how to communicate very well in English, can someone interpret? Some will look at you and say, you must hear by force. You can't tell me what to speak. The chairman got up and said, he has stayed in the north for over 30 years and he's back here now, and he thank God that he can speak the language well now and he can even preach with it. We're not saying you shouldn't, it's very good. Me, I'm learning and I desire to learn more. But when you have people you are leading and they are from different, you are holding meeting, you are giving instruction and you are using, so how can you communicate for them to understand? We are coming from somewhere and they are talking about marriage and so on. And some of our people said the attitude of how they were. And he said, and yet, I was laughing that day. Say, why is it that it's the same tribe and they are treating that person that way? So I was looking at it and I was saying that it means that you have a mentality that other tribes can be treated that way, but our people can't be treated that way. It's a seed that is wrong. Listen to me. Treat everybody equal. Because in the journey of life, God can use anybody. And please, I know that there are people that are not good people. But let me equally say to you, don't just live a life. The person may not be born again. You're not going to compromise with that person. You get what I'm saying? But please be at peace. Show them the love of Jesus. While we were growing up, we were taught that what it means to not to be unequally yoked with unbelievers is don't even separate from among them. It's not even greet them. Don't even greet them. I went somewhere to get something. I think this afternoon. When I went to get that, so they were trying to serve the other person. It's a younger person. And they were trying to arrange the thing. So I took the thing to give them. They said, sir, why are you bringing it? I said, no, they are busy. Let me just help. He said, no. He said, where I come from, elders don't serve the younger. I said, it doesn't matter. He said, I know, sir. Thank you for your humility, but sir. He now says, sir, I see you around. I mentioned where our church is. He said, what do you do as a pastor? He said, you are a king and a priest. We are blessed to have you. I said, but it doesn't matter. It won't change my color. He instructed them that they should put the bill in his account. I had my money to pay. I insisted. I told him, what I bought is much. Oh. He said, God is bigger than every one of us. So no matter the amount, I will pay. If I see him tomorrow, until they explain to me, I may not recognize him. I don't know if you understand me. It's not as if what he did that me I can't. But that thing I did touched him. Maybe at his level, if he is the one, he will not do it for. So he looked at me and said, no wonder. It takes a man of God to do that. So you can preach with your words, but you can still preach with your action. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. And whatsoever you are doing, people are watching you. On Sunday, there were people that came from Iwo Road. And that was the first time they were coming to. So we want to come to Daddy's meeting. In one of our all night, someone came. It's a staff of a certain bank where we patronize. Come, we greet and so on. One day the person asked, so where You see someone like a security, you want to communicate with